Hey y'all, I'm back on here again. Y'all could tell I ain't doing too good this morning, Going through the phase. Not as emotional, but I'm just numb. I'm just here. But anyway, excuse me, I'm looking. I just dropped my kids off to school and all that. But South Carolina laws needs to change. And I'm going to be the one to get the laws changed. In the state of South Carolina, when a person is convicted of a crime and uh, uh, um, a person deteriorates, dies, it will have to be within 3 years. Homicide is homicide. Even though I feel like medically she was not treated right in the hospital, it was lack of care, not properly cared for. At the end of the day, if she was never abused back when she was 18 months old in the hands of her bio dad and living fiance, which again never was charged. The fiance was never charged. She walking around here free like nothing. Um, Bio dad, which I really don't call him a dad because ain't no real father that's gonna do what he did to my child, to his own blood child. But he's in prison for, he only had to do 14 years. He'd be out free in 5. I don't understand that. That's why for I'm calling for justice for one, for my baby Egypt, and for two, I want this law to be changed because the law needs to be changed because in the state of South Carolina, if harm or danger comes towards an individual, a person, and the person is charged and convicted, that person, or per se my child, didn't die within 3 years. So if she would have, died within 3 years, it would have been justice. But because the Lord allowed her to live these long years, 9 years, um, justice won't be served for my sweet girl. Rest in peace, my baby. I miss you so much, EE. Um, I'm all over the place, but I am calling for justice. I am trying to work with the senators, representatives. Um, we're getting stuff set up. While I'm trying to do some protests. I'm trying to just do a lot to open up doors that this law needs to be changed because homicide is homicide. At the end of the day, if he never abused my child would have been a healthy 10-year old, and my baby would have still just been a normal 10-year old. But because he abused her, what she confessed to the police, his name is Joseph Morales. Because when he's free, his name is Joseph Morales. I wish I knew how to put a picture up of him. I don't know how to do that because I see a lot of people do videos with the screen, with the picture, this and that. I don't know. Somebody got to teach me how to do that. If you know how to do that, please hit me up. His picture need to be flashed everywhere. Because if you being free within the next 5 years, everyone in this whole United States should know that you abused your own blood child to cause that she passed away at an early age because of her brain injury. She couldn't fight nothing. No one did not want to care for her because of her brain injury, and it's a lot of issues because of her brain injury. A lot of attorneys will not even take my case because they say, oh, she had a brain injury. It's going to be hard to fight this in court, what the doctor did. Yes, we know some neglect happened in the hospital because how they did her death certificate, there's no way we can help you. But I know if it's a will, it's a way. And I believe in the man up above. I believe in the holy God that something is going to give. Because I'm going to keep fighting and fighting and fighting. But in the process of me fighting for justice of what the hospital did to my daughter, at the end of the day, it always go back to her abuser, her bio dad. That's what is supposed to be a father. That he confessed to beating her in the back of the head because she would not stop crying until she went unconscious. And the law says he'd be free in 5 years, but he literally used his fist and punched her and punched her and punched her in the back of the head. An 18-month-old baby, a small little baby that was crying, and you choose to punch her in the back of the head and you be free in 5 years. What the hell kind of law in South Carolina allow for someone who abused a child to the point of a brain injury? My child was a normal child, a normal 18-month-old baby. And you punch my baby in the back of the head to the point of her being unconscious, blood pouring out of her brain, where they had to do brain surgery on my daughter to relieve all the pressure and from her hemorrhaging, and it caused a lot of delays, development delays, and medical delays in her life. Where she was nonverbal, feeding tube fed. She couldn't eat nothing by mouth because she could have aspirated if anything came in her mouth. She had cerebral palsy, quadriplegic, chronic lung disease, a floppy airway that came from the tube that she was on life support for about, I say, a month and a half. I would not put no plug on my baby. No, I would not. Doctors wanted me to. No, I was not going to put no plug on my baby. Hip dysplasia, where her hips was coming out of socket. You caused all these injuries on my daughter, and you get to be free in 5 years. We need to call for justice. I'm here in Greenville, South Carolina. I know I have a lot of followers. Please hear my story out. Please, we need justice here in South Carolina. We need justice for Egypt. We need justice for all the babies of South Carolina, all the children that's being abused. It's too many children being abused from shaken baby syndrome or head trauma that causes shaken baby syndrome. A lot of people think shaken baby syndrome is just going back and forth. Shaken baby syndrome is blunt force to the back of the brain, to the front of the brain, to the side of the brain. That is also shaken baby syndrome. I'm trying to raise awareness. I'm going to raise awareness, and it's going to be a change in South Carolina. My baby will never get justice on this side. But I want to stand for other children, the gap for other children that potentially be abused to the point of death years later, and no abuser should be set free for harming a fragile child. And actually, shaken baby syndrome, head trauma through shaken baby syndrome can go up to 5 years old. A lot of people think it's just newborn babies up to 2 years old. No, it's up to 5 years old. A baby's brain is still fragile. Up to 5. So please, justice for my sweet girl Egypt. Please share my video. Please, please, please support this fight that I'm fighting. I'm the only one fighting for my baby, for the other children in South Carolina. I have no one on my team. You know, I have a lot of supporters that love Egypt, that, but I'm the one going through what I'm going through, losing my baby. I'm the one that's going through the heartache and the pain. Yes, Egypt had other family members that loved and cared for her. She had a grandmother. Yes, she had a godmother, which her godmother is Tracy Faint. Tracy Faint been nothing but supportive. But at the end of the day, I'm her mother. So it hits harder because I'm her mother. I go through this every day. Every day I go through hell, sadness, and anger because my baby is no longer here with me. All because of what he did to my child, and he gets to come home. I don't think it's right. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. It's not fair. I just want justice for my daughter. I want justice. I want my baby back. I can't get her back. He get to be free in the next 5 years, and I don't think that's fair. Oh. I just need someone to help me. What the hospital did to my baby is not fair. What Joseph Morales did to my baby is not fair either. Nothing's fair. And I go on every day like I'm strong and like nothing's hurting, and I'm hurting inside and out. I don't want to get on here and cry and like I want pity. I just want justice. That's all I want is justice. South Carolina's not right. This state, I fucking hate this state. I fucking hate this state right here. I hate everyone that ever harmed, endangered my child. I hate fucking everybody, man. Like, I'm trying to be strong. It's hard. It's so hard losing my baby. She's supposed to be here, and she's not here no more. And everybody tell me get strong. I got other kids. I just want justice, y'all. Please, justice for Egypt.